All right, what's going on, guys? It is your boy TKD here, back in here on PlayStation Source. And yesterday we did a episode of Cross Circle number 58 where we went over all of the nominees as well as what I think personally, because I was voting live on the show, will win these certain categories for the Game Awards 2019. And it was a great podcast. Really recommend you guys go look at that on the channel. It's up right now, as well as on podcast services of your choosing. As long as you go down in the description, get our Anchor link, and you'll be able to go and find the podcast service of your choosing. We are on there as well. But the Game Awards, the nominees were released this week, and there was a lot of people very upset on the timeline not seeing any Days Gone love. And although, I am very sad to see, Days Gone not see any light of day in the Game Awards, at least they did scoop up 2 awards over the weekend as well for the Golden Joystick Awards. So what is going on, guys? It is your boy TKD here once again, and we are going to talk about how Days Gone swept the floor at the Joystick Awards, as well as there have been rumblings about a Days Gone 2. So, like I said before, I played Days Gone from beginning to end, and overall, I enjoyed the experience. I do understand a lot of people's criticisms of the game, and I do know that early on, the reviews reflected the build of the game that was very buggy and janky, and it wasn't as polished as it is today, obviously, and a lot of people, were pretty much kind of mixed on the game. Me, I lean on the fence of it was a good game. I'm not going to sit here and say that it was any masterpiece or, like, any level of like God of War or Last of Us or like Horizon Zero Dawn even. Like I'm not gonna say any of that, but overall I do think that Days Gone is a good game. I thought it was good when I played it. I thought it was a great time, and I don't regret playing it. And at some points, I do actually miss being in that world. I miss, going over hills on my bike and upgrading my bike and stuff like that, and handling the hordes as well. There's a lot gameplay-wise that I really miss about Days Gone, and overall, I just thought it was a good game. And so, yeah, it is kind of upsetting not to see them shine at the Game Awards, but at least they shined this weekend at the Golden Joystick Awards. So it got nominated for 4 categories, but ended up taking the win for 2 of those categories. One, of course, being Best Storytelling and PlayStation Game of the Year.
The winner is Days Gone.
Please welcome Chris Reese from Ben Studio.
Shut the fuck up! Holy shit! It's fucking happening!
PlayStation Game of the Year, that one is self-explanatory. Obviously, from the at least the date of cutoff, at least for the Golden Stick Awards, I guess Death Stranding wasn't available for submission into the Golden Joystick Awards, at least at this time. Maybe I think that's why there isn't any Death Stranding, at least here on the winners list that are here on Push Square's article. Again, link in the description. However, I do agree that, hey, if you don't have Death Stranding, Days Gone, should be PlayStation Game of the Year. It was a very, very fine game. And of course, while we did have other PlayStation exclusives come out during the year, like Medieval, like Concrete Genie, like Erica, and all of them good in their own right, I do feel that Days Gone, amongst all of those different games, are worthy of PlayStation Game of the Year. But the one that I was really intrigued by was Best Storytelling, because I would say that I really do stand by that. I felt that overall, like the Days Gone story and premise was pretty good. I'm saying? It wasn't anything crazy. But I do feel like I think the best storytelling, like for Days Gone, is definitely all of the little side stories that you get, whether it be from a side mission, whether it be from the multitude of different storylines that you can follow in the game. I feel like overall Days Gone did a very good job at portraying a story and seeing it all the way through and stuff like that. And I love the overall narrative and the way the music is in the game. All of it, I give it my thumbs up. You know what I'm saying? So congratulations to Ben Studio. Congratulations to Days Gone for winning those 2. And even though you weren't at the Game Awards, or won't be at the Game Awards, you still got some shine this year. So shout out to them. And there was some interesting quotes that were given as well at the Joystick Awards, and these quotes were from the technical director of the game, Christopher Reese. And of course, there's been a lot of murmurs about a potential sequel to Days Gone, a hypothetical Days Gone 2, and I know the end of Days Gone, if you complete everything, there's a very interesting cutscene that involves an interesting character in the game that it's definitely crazy. And so I'm definitely not gonna spoil it here, but if you go and see that cutscene, it is insane what they could be lining up here for Days Gone 2 on the PS5. And so they were talking, he was talking to, again, technical director Christopher Reese was talking to some people at Games Radar, and he was asked a question about, what is the pitch for a sequel for a game like this. Like, are you interested in making a Days Gone 2? Is that in the future? Is that in the cards at Ben Studios Play? And Reese just teased this little quote. He said, quote, "This is a world that we want to keep breathing more life into and explore many, many different avenues. So who knows? We'll see." And that's kind of where the quote ends. And honestly, I feel like Days Gone is going to get a sequel. Although in spite of the game's medium reception, and it wasn't definitely didn't light the world on fire, definitely wasn't this masterpiece that God of War was, or that Horizon Zero Dawn was. Like I said before, I do feel like there were a consistent group of people that vouched that Days Gone was good, and I am one of those people. I think Days Gone's good. I definitely think Days Gone is a great first installment in a series. I'm really, really interested to see what they do for Days Gone 2 if it ever comes to the light of day in terms of development. And I feel like they are definitely worthy of, a sequel, as well as I think PlayStation would allow them to do one, because I don't have any sales in front of me, but Days Gone charted pretty respectively. You know what I'm saying? It definitely sold copies. It definitely made waves in terms of sales wise, and that's just how the cookie crumbles. Like, that's just how it goes down. Like, regardless, if you are an exec at Sony Bend, and PlayStation sees the sales that Days Gone did, I think it's worthy of a sequel, and that's just how it goes. So yeah, Days Gone didn't get any Game of the Year for Game of the Awards nominations or any other nominations for Game Awards, but nonetheless, the game is good and it got recognized by Joystick. But most importantly, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. What do you guys think about Days Gone, a potential Days Gone 2? Do you guys want to see it? Do you guys don't want to see it? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. And also make sure while you are down there to check out our description, where you can find our Twitter, our Discord link. Join us in there, as well as our anchor link down below in the description, where you can go and follow us on different podcast services, that being, of course, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Play Podcasts, etc. All the good stuff. You can find all those links down there in the description. Thank you for watching, and as always, greatness awaits.
Don't stop. Free, y'all. Don't stop. To the beat, y'all.